Hello everyone, my name is Apple Guy, and welcome to the fourth and final video of Disneycember 2021. I'm very excited for today's video because it's going to take on a little bit of a different format. Usually for Disneycember, I tend to do sort of scripted videos. I have a general idea of what I'm going to say. I go through the lines over and over again until I'm happy with them, and then I edit the video and upload it. Today we're going to do a little bit of a mix. The topic of today's video is old style rides versus new style rides, and how we're going to go about this little discussion. We're going to do live reactions of two different rides I took footage of when I was in Disneyland. We're going to begin with the new and improved Snow White's Enchanted Wish, and we're going to go into a Rise of the Resistance commentary. I'm a little bit nervous, but I'm pretty excited. So I'm going to make a few points, but first off, as to why I actually prefer older rides than newer rides. I don't dislike new rides by any means, but I just like older rides. I'm generally a nostalgic kind of person. I like to see how things were than how things are gonna be. It's a problem. I'm very stuck in my ways. So I'm generally biased towards older rides, things like dark rides in Fantasyland, over something like Star Tours, or something of that sort. I do really enjoy Rise of the Resistance though, and that'll become very clear when we get into the live reactions, which we should do right now. Let's hop into the live reactions, and then I'll come back at the end of the video for a little bit of scripted stuff. Alright, so here we are. This is my ride footage for Snow White's Enchanted Wish. I took this on my last day in Disneyland, about a month ago at this point, maybe even over a month ago. I don't know the date this is being uploaded. It's probably about a month ago. This is the new and improved version of Snow White's Scary Adventure. They did some pretty big changes, and I'll be pointing them out as we go here. But let's go ahead and just start the live reaction. Alright, so here we are. This entrance spot is all the same. We enter here, and I believe the changes are apparent right away. Snow White is in the ride. That's something apparently people complained about, was Snow White not being in the ride. So she's over here to the right, dancing with the dwarves, who are also more apparent in this version of the ride as well. They're dancing. It reflects the movie very well. We leave, enter the dark forest. We have the dwarves going off to the mines. Now, I like this here a little bit. I like this. I like the little screen projecting that. And then here, of course, we have the mines. There's Dopey with diamonds in his eyes. Lots of different sparkling gemstones. Over to the right, another screen. Get used to that. There's a lot of screens in this ride, which is something I'm going to discuss in the scripted segment after this, is that I enjoy, like, practical effects. Things we see like this up here. This is actually a really great effect. This with the evil queen right here. I really like that effect, and it's made entirely with a with statue, or not a statue, an animatronic. It's not like a digitally edited thing, which is something I'll discuss, as I have a preference towards that. There we go. That's a nice effect though. I do enjoy that. You can't do that practically. Here's again a TV screen of Snow White eating the apple. Here's the dwarfs. This used to be the ending scene, was something very similar to that right there. However, they moved it back, which allows for Snow White and the Prince Charming character to have a little moment there. Those are figures backed with a screen. True Love's Kiss awakens Snow White, and the good dwarfs dance for joy. Here's the ending again, another statue figure of Snow White, Prince Charming, with the castle in the background. And Snow White's wish had come true. That is the conclusion of this ride. Not bad. It was quite okay. We get to hop into the Rise of the Resistance one now, which is going to be a whole lot of fun to commentate over. But this ride is good. I think I might prefer the original one more, but I'm biased, as I said, towards things that I'm used to. This is a ride I'll get used to, though. It's not bad by any means. Alright, so we're hopping right into Rise of the Resistance here. There's no pre-show, none of the transport ship, anything like that. I might show that in the scripted segment after this. But we're going to go ahead and start the reaction right here. I have over 5 minutes of footage for this ride, so this will be interesting. Okay, here we are. So the story of this ride is you get taken by the First Order. Your resistance ship gets seized by the First Order, and now you're getting broken out. Did we have a delay on starting this? I don't remember. Oh, here we go. Okay. That was like 15 seconds. Thank you, Finn. Alright, here we go. Looks like we are in the back of the two transports. The transport's split up a little bit though, so we're not going to be behind people at all. Alright, see, there's the little droid talking. I was in the front row for this one. That was pretty cool. Alrighty. So that, of course, is some of the clerical stuff that's moving the vehicles back for the next guests to ride on. Probe droid is really cool. I like that. I like that a lot. You'll come to see why I enjoy Rise of the Resistance a whole ton, even though I say I'm not a fan of like the modern rides, because this is a ride that uses modern technology in not modern ways. That was a screen of some stormtroopers, but now we're moving around. Two massive AT-ATs, fully modeled figures. Those are not projections, nothing at all. Incredible. The doors here closing, again, a physical effect. The stormtroopers right there are screen projections, but they kind of have to be. That's Finn right there. Very easy to miss because he's kind of hiding. Just try not to get shot, of course. Alright. You see there again another screen with the First Order members there. That couldn't be a physical figure though, really. We get some nice effects there. I really like the way the blasters render on the sides of walls. Alright, so the plan's been foiled. We gotta find a new way out. There's the ship again, or not the ship. Those are the people we boarded with. Two animatronics, very advanced, of Hux and Kylo Ren. I love that these are animatronics. They're really, really good. I believe I saw a TPM video saying that these were like, oh no, it was the Spider-Man animatronic, but these two were on the list as well for like the most realistic animatronics. And I think they're still very much so not real. That's a screen, by the way. Very easy to tell it's a screen too. I don't think they're necessarily human-like, but they are very smooth animatronics. A very cool effect here with the lightsaber cutting through the roof of the elevator. This whole segment is awesome. If you ignore the windows on the right, which everything in this that's outside of the ship, everything that's in space, has to be a screen. And it works really well here. When you compare this to the way Snow White used the screens, it makes sense here. Snow White's was arguable. Here we have some damage. The smoke is on a screen, and that's honestly pretty obvious if you're staring at it. Okay, abandon ship. But we can't abandon ship because Kylo Ren has stopped us. Another animatronic. Really, really cool. There's a TIE fighter. Oh, I showed it. Yeah, there's a TIE fighter careening into the wall there. Okay. Falls down. Kylo Ren kind of just stays back there, of course. Here we are continuing. Oh, now we get to the drop site. This is really cool. I'll probably have to mute the audio here because my mom screams, and I guarantee she'll want me to cut it out of the video, so I'll cut her scream out. But again, the screen works really well here because it's an outside scene. Oh, it wasn't too noticeable. I might be able to leave it in. But yeah, now we're falling down through all the wreckage, careening into different ships, falling towards the planet's surface, where the ride will end. It's weird to tell if Rise of the Resistance is, it's kind of a mixture of like a dark ride and a thrill ride, and it makes it really, really cool. I enjoy it a whole ton. It is not by any means a bad ride. This is probably one of the coolest rides in the park. My favorite ride is Pirates of the Caribbean, and it'll probably always be that, but this is top 5 for certain. And it's brand new. It's brand new. But I think the way that this ride combines old tech with new tech makes it really, really exceptional. It has simulator elements without being a simulator. It's got great dark ride elements without being hindered by dark ride technology. In quotes, hindered. It's great. It's really great. This ride's awesome. Oh my gosh. Alright. That wraps up the live reaction segment. We're going to hop into the pre-recorded stuff now, and I can explain myself maybe a little bit better. Alright, so we got to do some live reaction. That was pretty cool. I did enjoy doing that a lot, actually. It reminded me of doing like a director's cut for a movie, or like a director's commentary, where the director's like, oh yes, and we added the chicken on the bone there because it symbolizes that, you know, stuff like that. I really enjoyed doing that. But now we get to end off Disneycember in true Disneycember fashion, which is talking until I get the lines correct. I mentioned during the Snow White's Enchanted Wish commentary that I did not like how they incorporated these screens. A lot of places I think they could have sprung for a animatronic or any sort of practical effect in any way, and this sort of harkens back to an age-old argument of special effects versus practical effects. I think one of the biggest, most publicized cases of this would be with the Star Wars Special Edition films, where they took a lot of things like alien puppets and replaced them with CG elements, and people generally weren't happy. The movies that they were used to worked really well, and it might not have been cutting edge to use a puppet, but it looked like we remembered it. And when I look at Snow White's Enchanted Wish, it's a dark ride at the end of the day, and dark rides do involve some stiff movement animatronics and some workarounds to tell the story that they want to tell. One of my favorite effects is the fireflies in Pirates of the Caribbean, which is done by putting a light bulb, a very small light bulb, on a string, half of it being covered with black tape, the other half being exposed, and they're spinning on a fan. So if the black side is exposed to you, you see nothing, and if the light side is exposed to you, you see a light. And because it's spinning on a fan, it flickers between on and off like a firefly. It's a really good practical effect. To take something like that and replace it with a TV screen of fireflies would be really a shame, because it's an engineering achievement to get something like that to work. And I think honestly that's another reason why I'm so privy to older rides, is because they take a snapshot of the engineering present at the time and the workarounds that they required in order to get the story presented in the way they wanted it to. And it's not necessarily perfect, but it's what they got, and what they got is very impressive. I know that there's a lot of things people want to do, that they're limited by time, money, what's available, etc. And being able to overcome that and present something amazing, despite challenges, is truly what engineering is about, and I like seeing the victories in that regard. Now, the Rise of the Resistance is honestly what I would consider to be like a perfect ride. It's absolutely incredible, the way that they use modern technology without abandoning the old ways of development. There's still a lot of practical effects. There's still, instead of a screen of the lightsaber coming through, or some sort of like effects with a laser, they do a physical lightsaber coming through and cutting. It's phenomenal. For the longest time, it appeared rides like Star Tours, simulators, would become the new normal. And if you look at Universal Studios, they've got a ton of those. And I don't like Universal Studios rides because they're very samey. Each Disneyland ride you go on presents something brand new. So please don't misconstrue me favoring the old technology, the old rides, over new rides as me disliking new rides. Rise of the Resistance is absolutely amazing. Snow White's Enchanted Wish is a very good ride. I would ride it again, totally. But I just preferred it as it was before, for the reasons I presented. But ladies and gentlemen, that is going to wrap up Disneycember 2021. It has been a long journey. I want to thank you all for coming on it with me. I will most likely do Disneycember again in 2022 at the end of this year. So please hit like and subscribe and stick around so that you guys can join me for that as well. One big last thank you all, because Disneycember videos take a very long time to write, edit, get everything put together, and when I post, you guys always make it worth it. So truly, from the bottom of my heart, thank you for another great Disneycember. I look forward to seeing you at the end of this year. Thank you all so much for watching. If you have enjoyed, please like and subscribe, and tell your friends about my channel if you think they would enjoy it. It means a lot to me when you guys share my videos around, and I'll catch you guys all back here next time. Until then, as always, take care.